Say what?
Bazam.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening, man? Hey, well, I got a legend. He ain't no legend yet, but he a legend of mine. You know what I'm saying? I got one of them dogs up here with me today,
Come on,
man. But before we get into it, man, happy delayed Father's Day to all the fathers, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we do our show after sometime before holidays and sometime after holidays. So, man, shout out to all the fathers, man. If you taking care of your kids, continue to take care of your kids, man. If you trying your best to take care of your kids, keep trying your best to take care of your kids, you know. But shout out to all them fathers, man. I hope y'all had a good Sunday, man. But like I said, man, we got a legend in the building. I'm finna put the camera on him, man. One of the coolest dudes coming out of Mississippi. I don't care what nobody say, man. Put the camera on him.
Come on now. J.Skyy. It's me, bro. What's up? What's going on?
Man? What you been up to, Jay?
Good to be here working, man. Staying afloat, making it make sense, bro. That's all I'm on, for real.
Already. But like I said, you one of the legends in the city when it came down to the music. Like when I first started Squirrel, you were like, I'm talking about about 7 years ago, 8 years ago, you were like the one the artist I was posting constantly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, we finna get into it, man. So let's talk about how you got your career, your music career, cause you do both.
How I started.
Yeah, how it started. Like how
Man, I always wanted to do music, bro. From being young, like my mom used to sing in the choir, so
yeah,
I was like, dang, I took to singing, me and her singing around the house, doing stuff. I was writing songs, bro. I first wrote a song, I'm like 8, 9, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hold on, so what made you write a song? What the song about?
Bro, it was called What My Dogs At, bro. Like, yeah, like, I don't know, bro. My brother used to have, my older brother, listening to Snoop, listening to Pac, listening to these folks. So I always was around music, man. Played instruments, did all of that. So it was like, I just had something to say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you said your mom was in the choir, man. Like, so basically your mama been in the choir influenced you to,
For the most part, bro, that's where the singing part came from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to her sing around the house. We cleaning up. You know, they'll play the old school jams and this and that. So, like, okay, I think I could do this. And then one day she was like, you sound kind of good. Like, you might want to do this. For a long time, I ain't want to sing, bro. I did.
So what made you realize, like, oh, I can sing now?
Man, I knew I could, bro. But it was like one of them things coming where we from. People ain't trying to... singing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what, bro? What's the point of having something I ain't using? You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So I just got in there and got to it, bro. Like, for real.
Was you nervous?
I was nervous at first because it's like, anything you doing is going to be in front of people, bro. You don't know how they going to perceive it, how they going to accept it or whatever. But when you really want to do it and you passionate about it, you going to do it regardless. It don't matter what nobody talking about. So after a while, I really came to that conclusion, bro, with whatever I want to do, I'm going to do it regardless. You know what I'm saying? And now we here, bro.
Already. So what about that first time you made a song and you let somebody hear it? Like, did they give you bad credit? I mean, criticism, what they did?
So since that first song, bro, it been love. Like, every time I'm in the studio with somebody, I see them, they got that look. They like, even if they don't know me, who this is, bro? Who that? You know what I'm saying? You see them whispering and this and that. It was always like my whole creative process was from the speed of it to the accuracy of what I'm talking about to the voices, like from the rapping, then jumping into the singing mid-verses. It always been pretty good, bro. I ain't never really got nothing bad, you know what I'm saying, coming from nobody from, but it's just always been love for real.
All right, so coming up, like, what was one of them artists you were looking up to, though?
Man, first one, Lil Wayne. Wayne, for sure. Andre 3000, though.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite artists coming up because it was like, he could jump on what's that remix he did, bro? It's some Atlanta song he had. He jumped on there, and then he'll go and do like a prototype type of song.
Yeah.
He all the way around with it, but he ain't never let nobody put him in no box, though. You feel me? So I looked at that and I admired that about bro. So you can be whatever you want to be. I'm like, dang, look at dude doing this.
Yeah.
So I could do it. Even with Wayne, he'll have songs. Sometimes he trying to sing and do this and that. Rock and roll. So like, man, these guys really doing whatever they want to do. What's different? You know what I'm saying? What's different by me?
Yeah.
So that's when you just start doing whatever you want to do, bro.
So you really grew up not trying to be in that box.
And that was the biggest thing for me, bro. I don't want to let nobody put me in that box, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. If you think I'm gonna sing on this song, get what? I'm gonna rap this time.
And
You know
then
what I'm
think
saying?
you gonna
Exactly.
you gonna sing on
You
it.
can't be in no box because it'll stunt your growth, bro. You can't let nobody stunt your growth. How can I tell you what's your ceiling? Why you doing this, Squirrel? You was straight when you just posting on the page, bro. It ain't nobody gotta see you. What I look like telling you that you listen to it? Nah, do what you want to do, fam.
I
You know what
like
I'm
that.
saying?
I like that. So check this
For
out. Like
sure.
you said, you didn't want to be in that box, man. Like you said, come from where we from.
Right, for sure.
They'll put your ass in that box.
In that
They'll
box,
put
boy,
your
you
ass in
come
that
in the
box.
box.
You come in the box. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah.
Where we come from, they'll put us in the box.
For
So
sure.
man, being around the people, you know what I'm saying? Being around the people in
Yeah.
the area and where we
For
from,
sure.
did it like really almost didn't get you? Basically, did you almost not get out that box?
Almost, bro.
Yeah.
Almost. It's certain stuff we'll be into, we doing, you know. It's mostly street culture where we from, bro.
Yeah.
So you find yourself trying to like appease or appeal to the streets all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in you to a certain extent, but it's like so much other stuff in the world. It's so many other people. They want to hear different point of views, and you know what I'm saying? We all out here talking about the same thing, bro. It ain't gonna work. But it's like you coming up in different environments and you only seeing that. Even if you want to be over here doing this and that, it's hard because it's like, if I do this, they ain't gonna accept me. But have you accepted yourself though? How you feel about you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once I figured that out, bro, I just got out the way. But you are automatically gonna be in that box.
You gonna be
It
in that box.
It's just what it is. It's just what it is.
So when you like, what the moment was when you figured it out?
Man. I think honestly, bro, when I started seeing people close to me either getting shot or something, killed or going to jail, and you know that same little cycle.
Yeah.
The more that start happening, I'm like, it got to be something else, man. What else can I be doing out here? You know what I'm saying? We all to pick up little stuff here and there and traits from the streets or whatever we doing, but it's like, is that who you gonna be forever, or like, do you want something more for yourself? I'm watching TV, even the movies. I'm seeing how different people live, and I'm seeing how these artists I like living. They moved around and they started to grow, and it's like, I want to do that. I'm tired of doing the same thing every day, bro.
Yeah.
Every day, it ain't about just me smoking and getting high all the time and only trying to do this, only talking about females. I feel other stuff that I ain't talking about. Why I ain't talking about that? It feel good for me to release and talk about this part. What about this part that I'm just leaving over here by itself? You know what I'm saying? You get by yourself at night, you feel different from how you felt when you was out with all your homeboys and this and that, or when you with your girl, how you feel when you with the female. You still tough?
Yeah.
Or what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, bro, let me talk about everything because this gonna be for this audience. This gonna be for them. Everything might not be for them over here, you know what I'm saying? Or where I grew up, but it's billions of people out here, bro. Let me tell my story for real. You know what I'm saying? And you go through so much with it, bro. But it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? So when I realized that these ain't the only emotions I'm feeling, like, let me figure out how to tell this other side of it.
Tell
You know
the
what I'm
other
saying?
stories. You know what I'm saying?
After that, bro, it's like therapy for you, bro. You just speaking your truth.
Yeah, that was the next question. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so you do like you in all genres of the music. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
So like, what's better for you? Like, is it you? I feel like you better without a beat.
That part.
I like you said, when you sit here and you write, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, from listen to your music, like like we just talked about one of your albums, you know what I'm saying? And when I would listen to the album, like, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, man, he ain't write this shit by his motherfucking self.
I ain't right. That's the thing. I ain't writing none of it.
So you coming straight out the dome with
So this what I do, bro. I get a beat. I'm like, dang, how this make me feel? I go in my head and think about a situation where I felt like how this beat making me feel. And I pull from that. And it's hard for me to, like, if I ain't able to get to the studio quick, I write whatever coming out of my head. But I got to stop at a certain point because it's like, it started to feel scripted for me. I want to get in the booth and feel for real. Like, I tell people, don't talk to me in the studio, bro. Don't talk to me. For real. When I go in this booth, I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? I dim the lights in there and I'm like pulling from memories, bro. So I ain't really got it right there because it's true. It's really happened to me. You know what I'm saying? It's about just making it flow with the beat at that point. But as far as just writing, bro, I'm trying not to write as much as possible. I need you to feel. I want to put that raw emotion into it.
What you
Yeah,
took it
for
out my
sure.
mouth, cause that's what a lot of people always come to me and be like, Squirrel, you got questions, I got questions, but they in my head. I ain't
Right.
writing them down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like to
Gotta
do
let
this
it
shit
flow.
raw.
You
I
gotta
like,
let it
yeah,
flow.
you know what I'm saying? Let
Yeah.
people catch them real.
That
I don't want
part.
to see, like, a lot of people don't want to do interview with me. You know why?
Yeah.
Cause they scared of what I'm
You
gonna
gonna make
ask.
them uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the best thing about it.
I just had the conversation with my brother earlier, bro. People be uncomfortable because it's something that they ain't faced, that they ain't paying attention to, and they scared you gonna pull it out of them. And now it's like, dang, I ain't do. How do I talk about this? I don't care what you ask me,
See,
bro.
that's what I'm saying, bro. I like the raw shit.
I'm straight,
You know,
bro.
it's nothing better than the raw shit.
Keep that shit
that
raw.
fake. I feel like I send you a question, you get yourself, you ready for it.
Yeah,
It
for
ain't
sure.
you don't get no emotion from
For
it.
sure.
Because when I ask you, you just like you answer it.
Yeah.
I want you to be like, damn,
Yeah.
I ain't know this was coming. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
why I like that raw shit. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I'm already prepared for like. It don't matter what you could ask me because I'm cool with who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done dealt with whatever I done dealt with. I done been through whatever I've been through. I can talk about whatever because I done sat there with my shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you ask me something, what I'm thinking about is me.
Mm-hmm.
Who gonna tell you about me better than me? So when you ask me something, yeah, it's gonna come out. I might think about how I want to say stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's coming straight out the dome. It's gonna be super raw. You know, I'm gonna tell you, like, long time ago I started saying I can't be fake. I can't be fake. CBF, can't be fake.
Can't be fake.
Cause bruh, and that ain't got nothing to do with the world. You can't be fake with yourself, bruh. You around this motherfucker trying to fit in for people and do what the crowd is doing, and you know you don't want to do that half the time.
Yep.
Oh, bro, we finna go over here. We finna stay out there however long. That's cool sometimes, but sometimes you don't want to. Now you been and did something you don't want to do, and then
Something bad happened.
You feel me?
Trying to
now
fit
you
in.
like,
Yep.
damn, I wish bro, go with your move. That's what I look. So you can't be fake with yourself. How you feel inside for real? Don't let nobody deter you or knock you off your pivot. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do for you. So yeah, bro, that's the best way to do it. Keep that shit raw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So check this out. Like you said, can't be fake. I see that you got that tattoo on your face.
Yeah, for sure.
That shit dope. You know what I'm saying? I like how you brought that out. And you ain't got this tattoo. When you said it, I kind of looked at the side of your head. I'm like, dang, you got this shit tattooed on your head. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So check this out. How did somebody ever try to play you though? Like, they know where they know where we from. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you don't want to go do that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker call you, man, you weak, man. You don't want shit. You know what I'm saying? How you feel when somebody tell you that? Because you don't want to do this.
Bruh, I don't give a damn what nobody's saying to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's mostly stuff like going out or, why you don't want to go out, or you ain't trying to fuck with these hoes over here, bro. Yeah, I've been doing that, bro. That's easy. I'm trying to grow, bro. Why we still doing the same shit we were doing 10 years ago? You feel me? So, bro, I don't care what you saying. We at different points of our life. You know what I'm saying? You know you ain't no hoe. Ain't nobody finna touch you.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody finna do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't nothing like that, I'm straight. I'm doing whatever I want to do, bro. All the way around. I don't care if you like it, if they like it. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
I done did what you doing right now. I done did what they doing, but now I'm on some new shit. We can come back to that every once in a while and go out and
go out
that's
and
cool.
have fun,
You know what I'm
have a good
saying?
time.
I did it a couple nights ago. We was out. But if I don't want to do something, you're not gonna make me do nothing I don't want to do, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't care what you say. And most people that know me, they know that, bro. They gonna ask me if I say no, bro. Just leave me alone, bro. I'm not doing it. The more you ask me, the more I'm gonna not want to do it.
Yeah.
So, bro, I don't give a damn. Like, say what you want to say, bro.
Already.
Hear what it is.
So check this out, man. We get back to the music. Like, you were doing the music. Who your favorite artist working with? In Mississippi.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Cause you don't work with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So who your favorite? I ain't gonna put it like it's your favorite artist. Like, who artists you work with and
chemistry with?
Yeah, you got chemistry with, basically.
That's crazy, bro. So all coming up, I had hella chemistry with Vegas.
Yeah.
So that was my dog, you know what I'm saying? Still my dog, but chemistry always been there because it's like we grew with each other. And I started working with like the Nicos and stuff like that, and we locked in. You bouncing ideas off each other. So people like that. My homeboy Jones, I just was in the studio with him a couple days ago. Cool, look. All of these people, bro, because we had conversations outside of the booth that make that chemistry better inside the booth. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So yeah, people like that, bro. Ones you can really vibe with for real. And we in the studio, I ain't no rushing. We just, really making music and we got similar interests, and,
Yeah.
similar mindsets. So yeah.
So with that being said, which one of the artists, like, if you get in that booth with them, it's a hit. Even though you got chemistry with everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Every artist got that person. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You got that one person, you gonna get in that booth and it's a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it ain't a hit, it's gonna be a good ass song.
For sure.
So what artist you think that is?
Bro, I think me and Nico like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any song we ever did, it been like it's something.
Cause he give out the
Yeah.
same vibe. He'll
For
sing
sure.
a little bit. He'll harmonize.
gonna
You'll
rap.
harmonize.
Yeah,
You'll
for
rap.
sure.
Yeah,
For
I
sure,
feel you.
for
I see what
sure.
you. Yeah.
So, bro, and I could say Vegas too, though, bro.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna keep going though,
Yeah,
because the more I'm
yeah,
thinking
you
about
right.
it, it's like I work with anybody, but I got songs with some of these same people, and it's for a reason. So I feel like anybody I really work with, when it come down to it, bro, we gonna make something good, because I ain't gonna come in there if I don't feel like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you ain't on that,
You ain't on that. Yeah, I
I
ain't
ain't even coming in there anyway. So I have to name them same few people, bro.
Already.
For real.
So check this out, man. We finna get on this.
I do
Cause
it.
you moved around.
Yeah.
So you end up leaving Mississippi
Right.
to go to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talk about leaving Mississippi. Man, you gotta leave your hometown to blow.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta leave your hometown to make some noise.
Right.
Now, how you feel about that? Like, when you left, did you make noise? You know what I'm saying? Like, get these people your point of view of
Right.
when you left.
Where
This
I'm
what
from.
happened.
Okay. I believe it's good for everybody to leave where they from, bro. Cause this world's so big, fam. You gonna reach a ceiling where you at. It ain't got nothing to do with the rest of the people in the city. It's about you and you really wanting to grow into like your full potential. Not saying you could possibly do it here, but I guarantee you the people that really stayed here, they moved around some kind of way. I ain't saying you gotta move out the state and live
Yeah.
somewhere else, but you gotta move around. If you don't move around, bro, you just gonna end up stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. If I grew up in Mississippi, I know what my Mississippi people doing. I love home. I know what's gonna happen when I'm home. I know what we gonna do.
Yeah.
I know the type of people that's at home. I love my people. But I always been the type of person where it's like, let me go see how these other people living. Now, when I go over here and I move to Atlanta, for example, right? Bigger market. That's another thing. Bigger market. I'm seeing, why is it a bigger market? How are these people moving that makes it a bigger market? What make people like think Atlanta is the mecca for like it's Black Hollywood?
Yeah.
Let me go over here and see what they doing. Now I learned something from that, and I try to take that, and I'm coming back home sooner or later. Or I'm talking to my people like, hey, it's what we need to do. I'm watching these people do this in real time, and
Yeah.
it's working. I don't know that if I'm just being at home, bro. Your music, it's cool for you to make music about your experiences at home, but you trying to reach the world. So how do I reach the world, or how do I relate to people outside of where I'm from if I don't tap in a little bit? You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn different cultures. You know what I'm saying? So I go somewhere else. I respect their culture. I learn how they move. I see what they on. It give me a different point of view on stuff that I've been doing and I've been knowing. Now it just make you all the way better man. You know what I'm saying? Better person in general. So you gotta leave home one way or another. Whether you moving is cool, or whether you
Visit.
let me visit for a minute. Or let me go to the Houstons. Let me go to the California, LA, Oakland, San Francisco. Let me go to wherever else, bro. You gotta move around though. Tennessee, everywhere different. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna need to touch all the markets for real, for real.
All right. So check this out, man. How long you was in Atlanta?
I was in Atlanta
That
like
for
8-9 years, bro.
so shit, you Atlanta, what they call it? Atlantean, what they call it?
ATL.
ATL, goddamn it.
Yeah.
But check this
It
out.
was straight.
See, a lot of people always talking about how our city, how Mississippi need to get like Atlanta. That's the number one thing. That's the number one thing. I hate it when they say that. Man, we can be like Atlanta. We can be like Atlanta, man. We just gotta do, you know what I'm saying? They just don't know the same thing going on in Mississippi. It's the same problem
Same
just
thing.
going on in Atlanta.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now tell them what you seen. You know what I'm saying? You
It is.
ain't got to get into detail,
Nah,
but
for
yeah,
sure, for sure.
tell them what
It's
you
the
done
same.
seen.
It's the same, bro. It's just bigger. like I said about the bigger markets, it's just a bigger market, bro. It's the same shit going on, fam. The same exact shit, bro. You think that everybody be together like that. These folks is not together like you think they is, bro. It's the same problems you run into at home, bro. But it's super Hollywood too. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
these folks, a lot of them established already.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's more money down there. So with more money, you know, it come more money, more problems. And it's just bigger situations though. You know what I'm saying? But we don't need to get like nobody. We just need to sit down with each other and be able to talk to each other and work with each other. And I've been seeing a lot of that going on,
Yeah,
you know
it's
what
a
I'm
lot
saying,
going
lately.
on.
But
Yeah.
that's all that is. We don't need to get like nobody. We got everything we need here. All the pieces. The artists that they got in Atlanta, bro, we got artists here just like that or better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we need to go, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to get like nobody. We just need
to
to
use their resources.
we need to show them
Yeah.
this how we coming. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, we gonna use them resources out there because it is a bigger market. Then we gonna push that together and we gonna get out there. But I need to be like nobody, bro. Jackson been had it for real.
Yeah.
But you know the problem was we couldn't never just come together. Everybody want to be the man. You know what I'm saying? But everybody been pretty much working with each other and they been together now, bro, from what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
You
It done got better. You know what I'm saying? It done got better.
Yeah.
So check this out. Do you think we found out our sound yet? You done
That's a
listen to
tough one.
all
That's
listen to
hard.
all these other artists, these other sounds.
Yeah.
You think Mississippi and Jackson to be exact, they done found they sound yet? Or these Jackson artists still sounding like artists from you done heard in Atlanta, or they trying to be like them? Like, be honest. Like, I know you watching, man. So
Honestly, bro, when it come to that, your sound shit, it's hard to say because you gonna sound like what you listen to for real. But how you talk ain't how they talk. How we talk and the slangs and the terms we use and shit, it ain't gonna be what they use. So we just gotta take that and mold it into our own shit. So for the most part, we got our own little sound. Another sound that been coming up in Mississippi is like, what do they call it? The Southern Soul, where people doing.
oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's hot right now.
Honestly, bro, that might be the sound.
That might be the sound. Oh God, I never thought about that shit,
It
bro.
might be the sound, bro.
That
I don't
might
think
be the
it's for
sound.
me. I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, but that
I
might
think
be
that
the
might be the
sound.
sound, bro.
We are, bro. I never thought it, cause we
Where
the
else
blues.
you hear that at?
Oh God, we the blues state. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And all that. We got that Southern soul sound.
Rap
That's what
is
it
rap, bro. We gonna rap. We got lyricists. We got trap artists. We got singers. All of that's gonna be what it's gonna be. But if we talking about just a sound, we represent the South. Mississippi really the South. Like,
South.
when you
They
think of
like
the South,
the real South.
hey, that might be
Damn.
the whole
I
trail riding culture and all that.
That's it.
That's it, bro.
I never thought of it like that.
That's it.
I
'Cause
never thought of
where
it
else
like
do
that.
you get that at? Where else do you? They can't imitate that. Imagine somebody from Atlanta trying to make some of that. You gonna be like, but do they look at us like that though?
They probably do though. They probably do. When we try to imitate them,
Oh,
like,
God, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's a plenty of people who like, man, that nigga trying to sound like Thug.
You feel what I'm
He trying to
saying?
sound like he trying to sound like Lucius. You know what I'm
But if
saying?
that's what you've been listening to, bro, if that's what you relate to, how can somebody say you trying to be like somebody else? Because you still telling your story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just what you listen to. I grew up listening to Wayne. You ain't finna tell me when I first started rapping that I wasn't trying
Wayne.
to
Yeah,
come
you
on,
want-
man.
yeah.
I'm Wayne.
Yeah.
When you listen to something, you watch something, it's just like you grow up with your parents. Say you had your daddy, big brother, or big cousin, whoever you looked up to. You can't tell me you weren't trying to be like them people, man. You weren't moving like, you ain't even got to think about it. Now you talking like them. You saying little phrases they say. Wearing your clothes like them, your hat
Yep.
like them. He always wore hat. Let me wear my hat. You know what I'm saying? So with music, it's the same thing, bro. We all influence each other for real. You just gotta make it your own. Talk about stuff that, is around here. Now, we talking about some big city living and this and that, and that's cap, bro, because we building our city up in our city, but it ain't Atlanta. But I love the way our shit is. Let's talk about what's going on around here. You know what I'm saying? Make it your own. But I think that soul, that Southern soul,
It's the sound. It's the sound.
it's kind of the sound, bro.
It's the sound.
Kind of the sound. If you look back in the history, Mississippi music is what, like
Blues, like you said, blues and
the
Southern, the
birthplace of
soul, the
music.
birth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Super soulful.
Yeah.
So like I would just say whatever we do, it just gotta have that soul to it. You gotta be able to feel it. You know know what I'm saying?
So I hope a rapper hear this, and when they hear it, they bring that soul in that rap
yeah,
shit.
you gotta put that soul into it. It's a lot of people that do.
Yeah.
But you gotta be, in order to put your soul in something, you gotta be a little vulnerable too, though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
a
saying?
lot of people don't like to get vulnerable though. You know what I'm
hear me?
saying?
You got to do that. And if you ain't doing that, then what are you doing? Cause that's what's really you. You feel me? What's coming from your soul, what you really feel. You gotta be a little vulnerable to make music anyway, bro.
Yeah.
Unless you just talking about the same thing every song. But as you grow, your conversation change, don't it?
Yeah.
Shit you were talking about 10 years ago,
Yeah,
you ain't talking
about that shit now. Yeah, you talking about what
So
happened recently.
You get what
Couple
I'm
years,
saying?
you know what I'm saying?
So you gotta grow with it, grow with the times, but it take a certain level of you being vulnerable. That vulnerability, bro, that's what you need to put in your music. I think that's what we could do better than anybody if we just go ahead and allow ourselves to be open and talk about how we really feel.
Yeah.
Get these folks our perspective on stuff.
On stuff, yeah.
Cause we going to other places or whatever, they gonna call it country.
We
Country.
really ain't country though, man. We like,
They country.
They country, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, when I moved to Atlanta, bro, them niggas, they be like, well, where you from? You country, bro. You country. Woo. I used to tell them niggas, y'all country, bro. The same shit you calling me country for, I see y'all doing, bro. All us country. We all in the South. We all this, bro. All this shit country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's us. Let's embrace that shit. Let's get that soul back into that music and let's put that shit back out.
Oh God, boy, you
know
said some shit. Cause I'm glad you said that. That soul. Man, we probably need to get that in our music. It's gonna be
we ain't gotta be line dancing all the time and all that.
It just need to come from the soul.
Yeah, exactly. Come from it's something genuine, bro. It don't matter what you doing, but talk about how it make you feel. Get a different aspects of the game too. You know what I'm saying? If you trap, that cool. Do what you gotta do for whatever reason you gotta do it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about all sides of it though.
Yeah, let's talk about the reason you started trapping.
We ain't just talking about. We ain't gonna talk about the part when you finally got your bankroll, right?
Yeah,
Don't just talk about that.
Talk about the part. Talk about the L's you took to get the bankroll.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta get a game, but they don't want to get that game out. You damn near got to, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna have to. And then ain't talking about that. I ain't gonna lie. Coming down here, it ain't talking about that down here though.
Nah.
It ain't talking about that. It's a couple all the time. Like you like Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
you know
gonna talk about everything.
Nico gonna talk about
exactly.
it. But you know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of them.
Exactly. But see, that's why they excel, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? They gonna give you all sides of exactly.
Coke,
like a Coke.
Yeah, Coke gonna talk, man.
Coke gonna talk to you. He gonna talk.
He when he rapping, he talking to you.
He talking to you,
You
bro.
know
It's
what
like
I'm
somebody sitting you down and talking to you for real. We need more of that. Cause people be wanting to say stuff, but they like, man, I don't want to hear that. What they gonna think if I say this? What they gonna think? But them folk going through the same thing you going through. We grew up in the same environment,
and they gonna vibe with you because they thought they were the only one going through it, but now somebody else done spoke out on it and they going through the same thing.
But that come from you being vulnerable, bro.
Yep.
You gotta be vulnerable. Like, if you really done face the stuff that you could be vulnerable about, bro, it ain't gonna hurt you to put it out there because I done been through it. It don't hurt me no more. Now I can talk about it because somebody else might need to hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my music like therapy for me, bro. When I'm making them songs,
yeah, your shit hard.
It's how I feel, bro.
What?
And I'm like, damn, I know somebody else feel like this, so I'm gonna put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your shit hard. Like a couple songs, I'm gonna be honest, like I didn't feel like that, but when I'm hearing it, I'm like, damn, this man really on some industry shit.
Yeah.
Like your shit sound like industry music. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you when you first came in, my favorite album, that World Tour.
Yeah.
And they pretend my favorite song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just like, man, I gotta holler at him soon to get a chance because that's what I want to talk to you about.
For sure.
And I'm glad you came today because I want to talk about that album. Like, what made you put that album together, the World Tour?
When I first moved to California is when I was finishing up that album and really like putting the finishing touches on it. I named it World Tour because like somebody will text me, like the cover of it, it's a real text message. Somebody saying, bro, I can't wait till you go on tour, basically. So I was like, damn, I done stayed in Mississippi. I done stayed in Georgia, Atlanta. I done been all around Georgia. Now I'm in California. I feel like I'm on tour. Yeah. Not just the music, but with life. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm on tour. So it's like, what did I take from when I was growing up in Mississippi? What did I take from the time I was in Atlanta? What did I take from me being fresh out here in California? I put all of them emotions in one, bro. And then I went on a tour with my emotions. So each song is how I feel at these different moments. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I'm really going on a tour of how I feel. So that's why I called it World Tour, because this is just what you get. You know what I'm saying? I'm I'm frustrated. I put this in the song. I'm good. I feel good. I'm talking to this girl I like. I put that shit in the song. I'm mad. I'm sad. I put all of them feelings in there, bro, and it's just it's like a whole pot of gumbo, bro. All this shit
Yeah.
just in one. You know what I'm saying? So when I put that shit out, bro, it was just how I was feeling at the time. Me being fresh in California.
That's what's up, man. So
Yeah.
let's talk about pretend though, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, where pretend come from though, man?
Pretend come from me feeling like, you ever been in a situation, bro, where like you feel something, but you just can't let it show for real. Like, I can't show this emotion right now. Or
Yeah.
you feel like, going back to what we said about being vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be vulnerable all the time. So it come from me like, that's what you doing. You pretending, bro. I'm pretending I'm okay at times. Sometimes you gotta pretend like you're okay to even make it through something. You
Yeah.
gotta forecast or foreshadow it like, I'm good. Right now, I'm good. So it's like you manifesting that emotion. So it's like, I felt like in that song, I had to pretend that I was a certain way. But I'm talking about what I feel
Yeah. Yeah.
and how I'm feeling for real. But then it's kind of like, yeah, I said I feel like that, but I'm good though. I'm pretending. I told you I was just sad. I told you I was just feeling this. I told you I was going through this emotion, but I'm pretending like, okay,
Everything.
it's everything all good, bro. But it don't always be like that. Everything ain't, peaches and cream. Everything ain't
Yeah.
always the best, bro. But you got to deal with it. And it really ain't pretending, but I call it pretend because that's kind of what it could feel like. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, if I ain't made it somewhere yet, but I'm acting like I'm there already, you kind of are pretending. You know what I'm
pretending,
saying?
yeah.
Before you become a boss and have your own stuff, you already got it in your mind. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It's like when you was a kid and you playing, like the females used to play dress up and do this and that. Then you the dad, you playing house with somebody. You
Yeah.
doing this, you doing that. It's like you acting somebody until you get it, bro.
Until you get it.
So I'm gonna tell you how I feel, but I'm past that emotion. You know what I'm saying? I'm working towards something else. So it's kind of like you pretending. So it's like you doing this, but I'm gonna just pretend that you ain't. Cause you know what I'm saying? If I allow myself to fall into where you want me to go,
Yeah.
it's gonna be bad for both of us. So we just gonna pretend right now. You know what I'm saying?
And that song dope as hell though. God, I can't kill that. Like I
It's
told
one
you,
of
that's my favorite song.
It's one of my favorite songs, bro.
And on everything, like you
Yeah.
really killed that. Then what's up with that beat? How you in? Who put that beat together?
Man, I can't remember who made that beat right now, bro. My homeboy Trey. I think Home Team Trey made that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think bro made that. You know, bro had the country bump
Country Bun.
before.
Where he at now?
I
ain't seen him in a minute.
He back home. He back home. He in Mississippi.
Oh, I'm about to reach out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to reach out.
Yeah, he just making it work, bro. Got a family. You know what I'm saying? He
Alright,
just putting his stuff together. He making it make sense. Like I
Yeah.
always say, you gotta make it
Make
make
it make
sense.
sense on everything.
Bro, we was in Atlanta at the time when he played that beat, and I was in a weird place. So I come in, I know this feeling.
Yeah.
Like I know this feeling. I'm feeling something. It's like I felt like this before. I know this feeling, bro. I know what come with it. I know, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and work my way through it. But I ain't gonna let it overcome me like it did the last time. Pretend like it don't hurt until it don't.
Yeah.
So that's just how I felt at the time, bro. For real.
I really, and like I really see you as an R&B artist. To be
Yeah, for
honest, I
sure.
really see you as an
For
R&B
sure.
artist. So like dealing with feelings, like how do like people smoke, people drink,
Right.
people read, people work out. Like how
Right.
do you deal with your problems and feelings and stuff like that? Like how you relax your mind?
I mean, I smoke here and there, bro. Like I used to be a heavy smoker for real, but what I realized was it wasn't really helping me. It just numbed that little pain for a second. Then I got out and I started working. So when you moving around, bro, and you by yourself, you realize that you probably been being fake with yourself, bro. You probably been a product of your environment. You got to get by yourself to realize, okay, who am I for real? And what do I really want out of life? Face all the sad shit, and then you start to cope with it. So, like I said, I used to smoke all the time. I used to drink. I used to do all of that. But all that smoking and drinking and shit, bro, that shit don't be helping you for real. You know what I'm saying? Now you got gut problems. You got other health problems. I done seen people in my family, like, die from certain shit that come with it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what can I do to be a better man, bro? Help myself, you know what I'm saying? Rise above the shit, because if I'm having the same problems and I smoke this blunt, then when I come down from that high, I'm still feeling the same way. That ain't beneficial for me, bro. I got into fitness. Started working out. That's one of the best things I could have did, bro.
I swear to you, I ain't, like I said, I go to the
Yeah.
gym. I told Slim, I go to the gym. I might not be doing what y'all doing, but it helped me cope. You know what I'm saying? Let me relax.
It's like you pushing them problems up off you. You can relate that shit to life, bro. You had issues just like that weight on your chest, bro. You gotta keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. So when I'm in there, I'm just thinking about pushing myself to the next level. You gotta, for your muscles to grow, bro, you gotta break them bitches down all the way. You gotta break them down, tear them. Muscle fiber by fiber, muscle by muscle, and for it to rebuild, and it always come back stronger. So in life, you got to keep pushing, bro. You got to tear all of them existing problems down, bro. And you got to rebuild, and you got to come back stronger every time.
Every time.
So that's why I got into the working out, because it just reminds me of life. It teach you a life lesson. And the more you stay dedicated to that gym, bro, and the more you stay in that motherfucker, bro, you get stronger and stronger mentally. Because that shit is hard, bro.
Yeah.
You fuck around and go to that gym and then you hurting for 2-3 days, it's easy for you to be like, I'm not going back in there. You go through something in life and you hurt and you trying to hide it, you tough as hell. You get home though, yeah, crying. You get home, you sad. You trying to like, damn, why I keep feeling like this? Everybody don't keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. So that gym will teach you how to move in your regular life, bro. You got to keep pushing. If you really want to see some results and you really want to grow, bro, and you tired of being stuck somewhere, you got to keep pushing. So I just latched onto that gym, bro. I still go to the studio and record and do shit like that. I got songs I might not even release. It's just for me.
Yeah.
It's just for me, bro. It's like a diary, you know what I'm saying? And versus me having a journal, diary, whatever you want to call it, and writing my thoughts out, it's easier for me to like put that raw emotion. You know, you ever had a vulnerable conversation with somebody, bro, and they start crying, and you know that little voice they be doing, oh, like I'm going through this, I feel like this.
Yeah.
Imagine if you could play that, if they could play themselves back to a beat, saying how they felt, sounding however they found, like using their voice as an instrument and letting that sadness go, and then you listen to it over and over again, bro, you leave it there. I'm going to leave this on this track now. I put all my emotion into that track, you know what I'm saying? Now I can let that shit go. That's what that music do for me, but that's what that gym do for me. So when I'm going through something, first of all, I sit there by myself and think.
Yeah. That's what I do too.
Why do this make me feel like this? You know what I'm saying? Why is this? Because that's a certain level of control over you, bro. Why is this shit like throwing me off? You know what I'm saying? What about it make me feel sad? What about it make me mad? What about it make me happy? You got to really ask yourself them questions, fam. Like, you can't just fuck that shit and you put it to the side. Because when you look back over there where you put it at, it's still going to hurt you.
Yeah.
You got to take that shit, put that shit in front of you, bro, and just sit there with it. Look at that shit. Look at them problems. Look at whatever you going through and be like,
that ain't shit.
What is this for real? You know what I'm saying? And then sooner or later, the more you look at it, you be like, I was tripping, bro.
Tripping on God, bro.
How much shit you done went through, bro? And at the time, you be like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this one. Then when you get through it, it don't be shit to
don't
you
be
no more.
nothing, bro.
You look back at it and you like, that went shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at your new shit like that too.
Yeah.
And the more you do that, bro, the more you just grow. So whether you smoke, drink, whatever, you just can't let none of that shit control you, because the smoking and the drinking ain't beneficial for you, bro. It ain't going to help you. You ain't getting nothing from that but a small little buzz and a little headache the next day or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you doing something like that, make sure you doing that real groundwork. You know what I'm saying? They call that shit shadow work, bro. The shit that live in the shadows. Make sure you doing that shadow work. Because if you not really growing. You just procrastinating. You putting shit, you masking shit. You putting it to the side for a second. It don't go nowhere though.
Don't go nowhere, yeah.
So yeah, I like to sit with my shit, work out, studio still, therapy for me, bro. So that's what I be doing.
Already. But you know, like, we gotta talk about this now. You R&B artist. We gotta talk about your love life.
Let's talk.
We gotta talk about your love life, man. So, man, how you love life going? You got a woman or you?
Pretty good, man. I just started talking to somebody, bro. So
yeah,
I mean, seeing where they go, man. It feel good.
So before you start talking her, let's get into the past. Like how it was rocky with other women. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't.
Man, I probably went locked in for real. If I'm gonna be honest, man, I was just one of them niggas that I like somebody would be talking. I'm taking them serious, but I see something over here I like, I probably go ahead and see what they're talking about too. Bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we keep it 100 though.
But honestly, bro, when you get older and the more you start, like, say you really get somebody and you like, and then you fuck over them like that, bro, and you lose that person. This is a person that was rocking with you when you had. I'd had women go to funerals with me and sit there with me when I'm super sad or when I'm angry. You just letting me last shout. You really be there for me, then I fuck over you and you just leave. You lose a good thing. You know what I'm saying? You can get something better. You'll be a fool to believe that God ain't gonna bless you with something else better if you just really stay focused.
Say that shit again, bro.
You know what I'm
Cause yeah, say
saying?
that shit again.
God
Man.
gonna bless you with something better, bro. Like you'll be a fool. It's like, how could I lose anything in my life and not know that God can give me something better? So, you know, all these losses would be a lesson, but at the same time though, bro, if you stay focused and you really who you say you are and moving how you say you want to move and whatever, you put that energy out there, bro, you'll get something back. But as far as my love life, bro, just the way I grew up, bro, I didn't know, like, I ain't really know how to love for real. I didn't. I can honestly say that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I tell a woman I love her, but I don't know what, I ain't know what that meant for real, bro. Because I go into a lot of shit selfishly, bro. And I'm only looking out for myself. So as soon as you make me uncomfortable enough,
it's like it's time to go.
I'm finna move around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go talk to this other girl who just 5-10 minutes, she gonna tell me whatever I wanna hear. And I'm gonna love that for now. But you can't keep, it's a vicious cycle, bro. As men, we be out here, we'll have a whole old lady and we'll go do this, we'll go do that. Let that girl go be by herself, man. You know what I'm saying? Let her go. If you ain't gonna love her right, if you ain't ready for that, don't be ready for it. Just talk to whoever you want to talk to then. But when you really wanna go there and you looking for somebody, you really want a partner now.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about nobody that want to leech
girlfriend,
out for you and this and that. I need a partner. I ain't even saying you my girlfriend. Is you my partner or you not?
Yeah.
But get what? If I fall short, who gonna be there for me? Can you be there for me? Do you got my back? You say you love me, right? If I can't pay this month, what you gonna do? Half of them ain't gonna be there for you, Squirrel. They gonna leave. You need a real partner. Partnerships could be with your homeboy, this and that. You need a partner. So when you find a woman that's willing to be your partner, that's a blessing, bro. You need to take care of that for real. You gotta take care of that woman, bro, because you ain't gonna too much find it. You know what I'm saying? We men, you gonna see women, you gonna see something you like, you gonna look, you gonna do this, but
you don't like it yet for that meantime.
You gonna feel sick after you do something. You go over there, bro. You done allowed yourself to go over there. You did whatever to this woman, bro. As soon as you let go, bro, you like, I ain't even have to do this shit for real. I ain't have to do this shit, bro.
Yeah.
How many times I'm gonna do that before I be like, I ain't doing that shit. I'm just not even gonna allow myself to go over there this time.
Yeah.
You put yourself in a bad situation, you gonna fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
Put yourself in that situation, bro. You gonna find out how disciplined you is for real. The most disciplined man, you got something sitting right there in front of you. She get to talking to you good and y'all, you wanna have a drink? You know how this shit go. You having a drink with you, this and that. Bro, you gonna go down that same little rabbit hole over and over again. Shit get old, bro.
Yeah.
I'm at the point in my life where it's like, if I let you in my life, it's for a reason. You do some shit I don't like, you can get the hell on. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna play the game back. I used to play the game back, which I find out you doing, so I ain't gonna even say nothing to you. I'm just gonna start doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that no more, bro. But I done fell short in a couple relationships. I know it's my fault. A couple of them went my fault. But you learn from that shit. And then you start to take your time. Don't be just forcing yourself into no love life with nobody, bro. Because the worst thing you can do is force something, bro. Get to know them people. Take your time. If they patient with you enough and let you take your time with them and you really get to know them, that might be the one for you. But I had to learn that. I always felt like I had to have something. I got to have me one. You know what I'm saying?
That's every man, though, man. They
One,
gotta have one, you know what I'm saying?
They gonna be there.
Man,
They gonna be there regardless, bro. You ain't gotta do nothing extra. Somebody always watching you. Somebody always liking your stuff. Somebody always gonna be right there. That's gonna be there forever, bro. These new women you grew up with that been liking you been talking to, that's cool. You gonna go to another state. It's gonna be, now you new out there. Everybody love new shit. Now you got choices out there. You got options. You gonna always have options, bro. But what's the best option for you?
Yeah.
So when it comes to that love life, bro, You gotta buckle in and be like, okay, what kind of man I want to be? If I had kids, can I have kids with this woman?
Yeah.
Would she be a good mother? You know what I'm saying? You don't
Yeah.
think most niggas don't think about that type of shit, bro.
Oh,
So-
God, I ain't gonna lie to you. We didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So the
Exactly.
older, like you said, the older we get, the
Be
more
like
wiser
that.
we become.
You
and
gotta
more we
get
want.
older sometimes to see shit. You know what I'm saying? And love is like vulnerability, bro. When you in love, you gotta be vulnerable, bro.
You gotta be.
If you're not talking to your partner, say you got a partner and she not talking to you. You gonna be like, or you be like, something wrong? What's wrong with you? You know, I know you. I'm around you all the time. What's wrong? You ain't talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm straight.
Nah.
I gotta get up out of there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I got to leave. You gotta be with somebody who value you the way you value you. Be with somebody who build you up. All right, I do music. You ain't been to the studio? Why you ain't going to the studio? Like, I really think it'd be good for you to go to the studio. You want me to help you find something? Or, Squirrel, you do this. You got your podcast. You got your whatever you got. I'm gonna buy you a mic.
Yeah.
She done bought you a mic, or she done. Oh, you need to get there. You having a bad day. Why I ain't seen you working? You ain't been posting. The people it's the small shit that matter. When you gonna put out an album? You ain't put out nothing in a long time. What you going through? What's on your mind? You gotta talk to people that really care about you outside of all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? The ones that can look you in your eyes and tell you, like, I see something wrong with you, but no matter what it is, I got your back. I love you. We gonna make this shit work. We gonna make this shit work. Not the motherfucker that they see you got good money coming in and they like you for your outfits or your car or your house or all that shit. These motherfuckers that don't care about none of that shit.
Yeah.
Damn, but they got their own shit going on. But they really see you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? I think in most relationships, the best thing is to be seen. You know what I'm saying? You really know when somebody see you for you. It's certain people you can just look at. Y'all don't gotta say nothing, and you know you know what you thinking. You know what they thinking. They know what you thinking. That's what matter, bro. When it comes to that love, it's about feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't about you just constantly telling me you love me. I gotta feel that shit. So just the small things, bro. And I've been blessed to deal with somebody who really care about me for real. You know?
That's what's up.
Yeah, inside and out.
That's what's up, nigga.
For
It
sure.
don't be the big one.
Yeah, bro.
Man, don't be
It
the big
is.
one, man.
All that start with, like, it gotta start from the ground up though. You can't be too fast with it. You gotta really build like a friendship with your person, bro.
Yeah.
Cause there's gonna be somebody, if it's real, it'll be somebody you gonna be with forever.
Yeah.
How they gonna look for you though? You know what I'm saying? Do that benefit you? Do it not? Like, if it's not, as hard as it might be, you gotta get out the way.
Yeah, get out the way.
We'll stay in some situations just because we've been there for a minute. I've been with
Niggas
you
don't
for
like
a
change,
minute.
man. They don't like change.
That's why niggas don't move around. Back to what we were saying earlier. Niggas don't move around because you don't like change.
Yeah.
Well, your ass could be balling in Mississippi. Move your ass to California where that shit double the price it is here, triple the price here.
And this
Let's
shit
see.
over with.
Hey, let's talk about that bankroll 9. Let's see how, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying, though.
Shit different, bro, but niggas is scared of change. You can't be scared of change. You got to embrace change, bro, because shit forever changing. You lose shit, you gain shit. It's going to never be exactly the same, bro. But what are you going to do when shit change? They'll define your character for real, bro. What kind of man are you? What kind of woman is this woman? What kind of person are you in general? What can you take? You know what I'm saying? And then when you going through change, I need to see in all your seasons. When you sad, mad, frustrated, all this. When you going through change, how you act.
Yeah.
Take it out on everybody around you.
Yeah.
Or you gonna hold it down for real? Be that same tough ass nigga you was when it came to all that. You know what I'm saying? How do you embrace change, bro? Change is constant. You can't stop shit from change. The world change all the time. So, what you gonna do?
Already, man. I'm gonna sit down with you and gotta feel like a therapy session up in
Come
this
on, man.
motherfucker.
Come on, man. I should brought my glasses, bro.
See that?
Yeah.
Feel like in a therapy session. In this motherfucker. I'm over here listening on it. I'm like, damn.
brought my
I was like,
notepad.
shit, is this a podcast or a goddamn therapy section, man?
And that's what helped me do that music on another level too, bro, because I'm thinking about everything, bro. Like, that shit, This shit different, gang. It's just different, bro. Niggas ain't no regular niggas. Don't let nobody tell you regular, bro. Like, you ain't no regular nigga,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
A nigga can't just hop up in the morning and do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This the shit we need to talk about. The niggas that's really moving and got motion. You gotta sit down and talk with the other niggas that's moving and got motion, bro. Because it's certain shit that we gonna face, other niggas don't know about. You can't talk to these niggas. You need to talk to somebody. I don't care if you're praying at night, you talking to God about it, whatever. It's always good to hear somebody tell you something that you've been thinking. You be like, bro, I was just thinking that shit, bro. I was just going through that. It's cool to talk about it, bro. It's cool, niggas.
Basically,
Ain't gotta be.
like you said, it's cool to be vulnerable.
It's cool. Let's make vulnerability cool. That's what I'm on. You feel me? You feel me?
Oh, God,
Let's make this shit cool, bro. Why are you so hard, bro? Fuck. I think I heard Kevin Gates say this shit before. Like, you a beast with your woman. You a beast with your kids too.
Yeah.
You don't crack a smile with them neither. You ain't. Why you tough all the time? When I see a nigga always tough, boy, I know you sensitive for real. I know I know you be told when you by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm chilling, bro. But I can get on whatever you want.
Yeah.
I want to be chill because I'm mastering my energy and my surroundings and shit, bro. I want my shit to be calm. You come to my house, you can be like, mother, you come to my house, bro. It feels, I just get so relaxed around you.
Ooh.
I know you do, because I'm chilling. I'm going to lead. That's what I'm going to lead with. You dig what I'm saying, though? That's what I'm going to lead with because I know now if I have to flash out and get angry, it ain't my fault. I know I was chilling. So whatever I gotta do is because of how you know what I'm saying? You came at me.
Yeah.
I'm good, bro. I'm chilling. I ain't no quiet. I'm just observing.
Yeah.
You gotta master your energy, bro. That shit matter. A motherfucker can't blame me for nothing they done went through, having no bad experience. I'm gonna make sure we had the best experience ever when you around me, bro. It's just how it is. It's what it is. I'm gonna control my energy, bro. I want motherfuckers to be like, yeah, you cool, bro. Like, yeah, I'm cool. But if it's time for us not to be cool, get what? I ain't gonna be cool, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Already.
I don't gotta be tough, gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man, bro.
Man, for
They gonna respect me.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker disrespect me. I ain't gonna sit there and not say nothing and then later on be talking to my girl about, man, that nigga, boy, we addressing this shit right here. He made me feel like this, bro. Everybody can't communicate. You know that where that might go.
Mm-hmm.
He can choose your battles too. Man, I can go all day about this type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ain't good, boy, on everything.
Bullshit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like I'm in the damn therapy section. Like, real talk, you really spoke some shit.
I want to make a nigga think.
Yeah, y'all shit, I'm over here thinking that.
Yeah.
Like, damn, boy, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm glad you came through and, you know what I'm saying, chop it up with me. You know what I'm saying? It's long overdue. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to been sit down. You know what I'm saying? Years ago.
Shit happened when it's supposed to be, bro.
And it was a great time. Like you said, shit happened when it's supposed to be. But before we get out here, man, let these folks know what's next.
Next, man, I'm working on projects. I'm probably put out a few singles or whatever. I just put like a little video to one of the singles I'm gonna put out soon called Statistics, bro. I'm gonna put that shit out. It's on my Instagram, man. Just working, bro. However I feel. Just working on whatever I feel, bro. I'm in a new place. I got new emotions and shit, new feelings. I'm just tapping into them and seeing what's the best way for me to put them out, bro. So, more music, more content, more vulnerability, for real.
Already, man. But like I said, appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate you having me,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Giving me a therapy session, goddamn. I'll fuck with it.
Come on, man. I should brought my notepad.
I on everything. I'll fuck with it, man.
Sure.
But we finna get up out of here, man. Hey, let them know your Instagram name and stuff like that.
My Instagram, Sky So High. Skyy So High. Everything spelled high. It's supposed to be except for the sky. Add an extra Y. That's on everything. Sky So High. J.Skyy on Apple Music and all streaming platforms. J.Skyy. That's how you find me.
Already, man. Chilling with Squirrel, man. We